Hey everyone, welcome back to Pokemon Rejuvenation. So on the last part, we dealt with the Wispy Ruins, we dealt with the ghosts that were hiding there, we entered Route 4, we chased Nim around and eventually battled her, as well as discovered the Lost Camp, where we helped to send 4 children to a new, safer home. And just as it seemed like we were about to enter Akuwa Town, we stopped right there. And we're going to take another detour before we go ahead and enter Akuwa Town again. So this time we're going to be taking a detour and heading off to Route 2. So if you don't remember, here on Route 2 there is a certain artist that wanted to see very specific Pokemon, and we now have those Pokemon to show him. So you could have showed these to him one at a time and gotten certain items. I just never bothered. This is something that's easier to do all at once because the really big reward comes at the end. So the first Pokemon he wanted to see was Cherrim. Come to show me a Cherrim. Ah, there's a Cherrim, is it not? Just let me borrow Cherrim to paint for him just a moment. I'll greatly appreciate it. Magnifique. Turned out so well. Yes, thank you for helping me out. Please take this. And he gives us the Miracle Seed. I would love to paint Magcargo next. Please bring me a Magcargo. And Magcargo here is the problem Pokemon and why we waited so long for this. So I'm just going to go over each of these and where you can find them really quickly. So Cherrim you find as a Cherubi on the rooftop of the Cresselia Hotel. I believe you have to find it in the morning as well, or at least during the daytime. And it evolves into Cherrim at level 25. Cargo you find in the Keratos Mountain, which is in Sheerden Village. And Slugma, you find it as a Slugma, and it does not evolve until level 38. That's where the problem lies. So before Narcissa's Gym, you could have evolved this into a Magcargo with use of rare candies if you really wanted to, but that would kind of be a waste. It is also nice to wait until Narcissa's Gym or after her gym as well, because you'll have access to the Audino trainer to train these up. Come to show me a Magcargo. Aha! That is a Magcargo, is it not? Would just let me borrow Magcargo to paint for just a moment. I'll greatly appreciate it. Must thank you for helping me out. Please take this, and we'll get the charcoal there. Finally, we'll show him the Zebstrika. And again, he's going to paint it. We'll get the magnet, and then he will finally say this. Brought all 3 Pokemon to me. I'm so happy that I could sing. Please take this as well. And for bringing him all 3, we will get TM96 Nature Power. So that's a pretty cool TM because it can change depending on the battlefield we use, so it could be pretty useful. Anyways, with that taken care of, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the nearest Pokemon Center, swap out my team, and we're going to head into Akuwa Town at long last. Here we are, back on Route 4 and just outside of Akuwa Town, and we're going to go ahead and finally head on through. If you enter the gate, you can also look to the side, and there's some pretty neat Pokemon in the aquarium here. Did it just get really chilly, or is it just me? New Akuwa Town was up north. I didn't realize just how north we were talking here. But we finally made it. All that matters, yeah? According to that news report, Saki should be around here. We should look for her together. Come on. Oh my goodness. Sir, are you okay? This isn't good. Hasn't anyone seen this man on the ground? Hello? Is anyone there? We need help. Looks like it's up to us then. I know that Pokemon centers usually carry defibrillators in storage. If we can somehow manage to find one, we'll have a chance. I'm going to stay here and watch over this guy. Could you go look for the defib? Thanks. So we should do that, we really should, but there's a lot of things we can do over here. So starting off over here, there is an egg abandoned on the ground. So this egg is a Ducklett Egg, pretty much no matter what, so don't worry about that one. If we go ahead and move up here, we can find another hidden child to send back to the lost camp named Jessibelle. So I'm going to go ahead and send her back to the camp. That is child number 5. We move up here, we'll find that the truck guy is here now. And no, we're not going to ghost out on him. Inside this house, we'll find a Zygarde Cell. And if we move down here, we'll find a bunch of Corsola that we can fight, as well as a hidden Soda Pop. And finally, up here, we can find another Zygarde Cell, and the Ditto. This Ditto is only here if you've chased it through every single event trigger possible. And since we have, the Ditto is here. You don't really have to save before this Ditto, because if you knock it out or if you run from it, then it's still here and you can continue to fight it over and over again. I recommend actually trying to get a Ditto that has Imposter, but that's pretty much up to you. This is a very, very important catch, so I'm going to go ahead and catch this and I'll get back to you when I do. So now that we've got that Ditto, we can go ahead and move on. That Ditto is really important, especially if you were like me and you happen to get a male Throh, or however else you would like to say that, because you can go back to Sheridan Village, you can breed it, and you can trade that with the lady that's inside the Pokemon daycare for a sock. Also, something else I should mention while we're here along the coast is that if you have the Good Rod, you can fish here for Love Disc. In this game, like pretty much every single other Pokemon game, Love Disc has a good chance of holding a Heart Scale. Heart Scales are used to go back to the Move Tutor or the Move Relearner and have them teach your Pokemon moves. The easiest way to go about this is to have a Pokemon that has Compound Eyes, something like Butterfree, Galvantula, Sylveon. Butterfree is probably the easiest to get since you can grab the free Evos on the roof of the Cursolia Hotel. And you want that to be in the first slot of your party. And the ability Compound Eyes increases the chance of a wild Pokemon holding an item, and then you just have something else that has Thief. But anyways, I think we've done everything else that we can here. I think we've gone over everything, so let's go ahead and go into the Pokemon Center here and find that defibrillator. Again, you'll notice that this Pokemon Center right here is pretty unique, and unfortunately we can't use it either. However, there is the healing machine back here, thankfully, and there is the defibrillator right there. So it looks like we're good to go. And breathing. Yep, that's it alright. Let's do this. I've always seen people use those medical TV shows. Practically a professional. Plus, I've always wanted to say this. Clear. Hello? Why were you knocked out on the floor? Darn whippersnappers never have any manners. Don't you know how impolite it is to wake an old man from his nap? Nobody knows the troubles I've seen. Youth today will never get a sense of privacy and courtesy. I don't know about privacy. You were kind of passed out in the middle of a town, dude. But Silence! The nerve of young children today. I am lecturing you right now, young missy, and I expect you to sit down and listen. Boy, I was your age. I spoke to my elders with respect. Ever heard of such a thing? Respect! Nope, they haven't. My mom was murdered when I was young, and my dad never spoke to me. Does that answer satisfy you? Yes, well, forget about what I said. Who are you two again? I asked you a question first. Why were you knocked out on the floor? Ah, yes. I can't say I remember. Yes, well. Obviously, we aren't really getting anywhere with this, so I'm done talking. Maybe there's a festival on the beach or something. I'll check there next. Yes, well. I'll try and remember, but I can't promise anything. There really was something I needed to say about that gym, but I can't remember. Yeah, he just can't remember, unfortunately, so maybe we should go and check it out for ourselves. Or maybe we should just go ahead and continue to follow Aelita around because he seems to know what she's doing. Or not. Hello? Nothing. Serious? Or is everyone? Is it possible for an entire town to just not exist? If everyone's gone, then why was that old man on the ground like that? Wait, one place we haven't checked. They have daily performances down by the aquarium. Maybe people are there? But even when there's a show, this place is usually packed. There's no use in standing around. Let's go check the aquarium, yeah? And we might as well. We really might as well. So this is a point in the game where once we go in here, there is no going back for a short period of time. So I recommend that you go ahead and buy any items that you might need. I definitely recommend buying a few Pokeballs or Great Balls, mainly because certain Pokemon that we're about to encounter are easiest to encounter early on in the next area, rather than waiting a bit longer to encounter them elsewhere. And maybe if you want, you could go ahead and go back to the casino in the Cresselia Hotel and go back into the AP Rewards Center and buy the surfboard. Aside from that, just go ahead and save right here, and let's enter the gym. Well, music is playing, right? That's a good sign, I think. That means someone was here to turn it on. Come on, let's see if we're just late to the show or something. I just don't get it. It's empty in here as well? Like the doors to the actual aquarium are locked as well. I can see another room that's open across the pool. Maybe something is going on over there? And we'll just keep following her. Ugh. There's nowhere else anyone could be. Everyone from Akua Town have just completely disappeared. What the hell is with this beeping noise? She's not gonna like what she finds. It seems to be coming from this computer. I'm no computer whiz. Should be able to make something happen. Oh, there seems to be a playable audio loop on the desktop here. Nothing else we can do but play it. Here goes nothing. Hello? Hello, can you hear me? This is Valerie Kersey, gym leader of Akua Town, the marine biologist here at the Akua Aquarium. You request backup immediately. Do you hear me? This is not a drill. We require backup immediately. What's going on? Val, there's too many of them. They already took Braxton and Adam. I can't hold them back any longer. Oh god, no. Saki, don't worry. What? Where did you all come from? Let go of me. What did we just listen to? Oh, there's gotta be more of that file, right? What about this? It's blinking. What? Hello, is this Valerie Kersey of Akua Town? No, this isn't Valerie. Oh, who are you then? I'm Aelita. We came to this town looking for Valerie, but we couldn't find anyone. Oh. You aren't those guys. Those guys? If you aren't the others, then listen to me carefully. Leave that town immediately. It's not safe there. What do you mean? Nothing is making any sense. That is an order. I'm telling you to. Oh God, something's wrong with the power. That's it. Power is almost gone. Our time here is up. Let's just leave and head back to Sheerden, okay? What was that? Someone is knocking. There isn't even any door here. Hello? Is anyone there? We're leaving right now. She's extremely naive, isn't she? This way, hurry! Water! Ugh, gotta be kidding me. There's so many of them. Too many, in fact. Can't give up. We've defeated them many times before. Let's go! Hey, how are you holding up? Not so good, huh? Yeah, I'm not doing so well either. We did at least 5, but they just keep coming. No, that's it. Can't defeat all of them. This is it. This is the end of it. We lost. Yes. Oh, I remember. The whole town was abducted by winged demons. My family is probably dead. Now where did those two go? I bet they got bored and went to have a romantic picnic somewhere. Oh, good for them. Welcome to Blacksteeple Castle. As of today, will be taken under the ownership of the Warden, David. Will do whatever he wishes. These include fixing up the castle and making it look presentable. What the hell is going on here? You can't just abduct people. I don't understand. Why are you doing this? That info is unknown to me as of the moment. I'm sure they'll become apparent sooner or later. So that's it then? You don't even know? You guys are idiots! Take them to their cells. I've had enough of their screaming. Someone needs to explain what's going on here and fast. Can't keep us here. We've done nothing wrong. We didn't even take away our Pokémon. Are you guys really that brain dead? They aren't even listening to me. They won't listen to a baby screaming about their problems. Do you want to repeat that? Sure, I'll get it the second time. You heard me loud and clear. They won't listen to a baby scream about nothing. You probably came in here doing the same thing, right? Kicking and screaming. If you hadn't, maybe they would have told you why they didn't take away our Pokémon. Okay then, why didn't they? Because they've rendered our Pokeballs useless. We can't use them while we're on the island. You can try to activate your Pokeballs. You'll find out that they won't respond. So, why don't you actually stop whining and acting entitled, Kay? Talk really big for someone who's stuck behind bars. Oh well, gotta talk to a baby in a special way. Otherwise they won't understand you. You wanna talk like that? You better talk to my face. What's your name? My name? Well, I'm flattered. My name is Saki. Saki Blakery. I'm sure you've heard of me. Well... Wait, did you say your name was Saki? We've been looking everywhere for you. You found me. Do you want a prize? Where's Waldo? Enough with the smartass comments, okay? This is important. Oh, important. Now you've piqued my interest. You there, girl. Your name is Aelita, correct? Yes, that's my name. Where did you reside before Blacksteeple Castle? How about you open the cell and ask me to my face? Maybe you'll get an answer. You're doing it again. Stop being an idiot and answer the question. I didn't ask for your influence, Blakery. Whatever, yo. I was just looking out for the squad, yeah? I lived in Cherrim Village. I've lived there my entire life. Cherrim Village? Ma'am, I'm going to need you to come with me. Where would I be going exactly? We're taking you to the warden. He wants to ask you a few questions. Open cell number 1. Goodbye. That's really odd. Warden doesn't usually ask prisoners questions out of the blue like that. He usually just leaves us to our own devices all the way down here. Sure, she'll be fine though. Despite everything, they aren't really barbaric. In fact, they treat us all pretty well. That is, if you cooperate with them. Break time over. Resume scheduled job. Looks like my time of doing nothing has ended. Oh wait, no it hasn't. You're saying that we've met before. Oh yeah! I ran you over with that trolley at the Cressolia Hotel. Good times. Well, since we've already met before, that means that we're already friends. Newcomers don't get assigned jobs until the following day, so... we should totes hang out and be like best friends or something? Yeah, this idea pleases me greatly. You should come meet me by the quarry. It isn't that hard to find. Let's go outside and take the eastern exit. So I guess we've made friends with Saki, and now we have to tolerate her. So anyways, there's not much we can do right now. There are a couple items hidden under the bed. Right here there's a heart scale, and at the cell at the end over here, there should be an ability capsule. Not that we can really put them to good use, but it's nice. So for now, all we can do is head out to the quarry. So tired of being trapped in this hellhole of a prison. Maybe if I go to the Blacksteeple, I can find a way to escape. Number 342D. You're not authorized to access Blacksteeple fields at this time. Please step back or you will be punished. I'll do whatever the hell I want. Y'all can't stop me. Specializing electrical punishment. Clear. And you too can experience that if you would like. Apparently we're number 673A. We are definitely not authorized to go that way either. So we're going to step back. You can refuse to step back if you want. You can get electrocuted if you want. You'll just end up back inside your cell. However, we can go this way to the quarry. So I'm just going to straight up say this right now. This is a part of the game where the story just takes over completely. So you just kind of have to be prepared. It's really a bit linear here. Despite that, it's pretty much a lot of people's favorite point in the game. So anyways, we'll move down here. Thus, a lonely Adam waits for his beautiful friend, Valerie, to come back from war. They shouldn't be swimming in that water. It's below freezing here. That's not really gonna stop Val from swimming. Remember that time Valerie swam in ice water because she was feeling anxious? Yes, and frankly, I'd like to forget. Oh, hey, look! Friend is finally... This is my friend Adam. He's a grumpy fellow, but I guess he's not too terrible. Only grumpy because people like Valerie like to do unreasonable things. Ugh. Speaking of Valerie, we're waiting for her right now. Decided to go for a swim in freezing water, but we don't talk about her life decisions. There aren't any turrets around the water because no one really expects to swim away from this place. Maybe the status of her being a gym leader is getting to her head. I could say the same to you, Saki. Yeah, well, you're a gym leader too, Adam. Maybe you got a big head too. So you're just going to paint me as the crazy lady who swims in freezing waters? I guess that's sort of nonsensical. But dear God, I need some way to ease my anxiety. Cold air also helps open up the mind. Don't you agree? You won't be thinking at all because you'll get hypothermia and die. Details, details. Anyways, my name is Valerie, as you know. I haven't seen you around here before. I guess you've only just got here? Yep, they came here with their friend, Aelita. He's a little bit of a Whitney whiner, but what can you do? Oh? Where is she then? Oh, about that. Well, the warden wanted to ask her a few questions. The warden brought a newcomer to his office? That never happened. What could he possibly want with Aelita? Obviously, it can't be good. Something bad happens. We can't wreck the place and look for her. That's right. Functionality of our Pokeballs is pretty much non-existent. If one were to know why that is, one could come to the conclusion that the antennas around the castle are to blame. Subtleness needs a lot of work, Saki. Are you telling us this? Adam, just go with it. Fine. Why do you think the antennas are causing our Pokeballs to not work properly? Because I've worked and created Pokeballs in my spare time. Pokeballs work by signals. If you press the button on the circle, the Pokeball will expand. From that point on, you could call out the Pokemon inside the Pokeball. But what were to happen if that signal were to be interrupted by an outside source? Pokeball wouldn't expand, meaning we couldn't call our Pokemon? Hipperino Bambino, that's correct. Did you get all of that? Nudge, nudge. Yeah, I think we got all of it. So what you're saying is if we get rid of the antennas, our Pokeballs will begin to function again. So let's look around and find something important. Oh, look at Adam using his big boy brain. Who's a good boy? This is why I prefer to stay mute. If you two are going to bicker all day, I think I'd like it better if you stayed here. No, no, no. Don't to go too, Val. And behave yourself. Let's go. And just like that, they will all be off on their own way. Anyways, if we head north, we'll actually find Saki all the way up here, and it looks like she's found something. Oh, snap. Just look at that. Found a sneaky little antenna back here. This thing thought it could hide from me, but I could smell it from a mile away. Saki, that's mildly creepy. This one is really small though. Anything, it's using a repeat signal. What should we do with it? I say we pull this sucker out of the ground and send Poseidon a little gift. Let's see what I can do here. On second thought, maybe we shouldn't mess with this. I agree with Adam. There's no telling what will happen once you... See? Nothing happened. Aw, shit. Pokeball nullification antenna has been dispatched. Security and repair should report to the site immediately. Nah. I ain't going back to jail. Scatter! And look like it's just us who's going to be left here. Tisk tisk tisk. First day at Blacksteeple. You're already causing trouble. I think it's time to take you to the warden. Maybe then you'll take this seriously. Yes, yes, have a seat. I've been waiting for you. So, it's been quite some time since we've last seen each other. Hmm? Oh, excuse me. How could I be so silly? You probably don't even remember. I was on the SS Oceana when it was capsizing. The name I go by around here is Navid. Or Navid. Be sure to remember that. Not even a day in and you're already causing trouble? I'm not surprised, frankly. I'd appreciate it just a little more if you were slightly more compliant. You were abducted by the Deathwings, weren't you? Deathwings are extremely high-ranking grunts of Team Zen. We ordered them to kidnap you at a later date. You happened to walk into Akua Town at the wrong time. You know what you're up against then, right? Don't worry, we won't do anything rash as long as you don't burn. I'm sure you're wondering why we're suddenly abducting people left and right. Because of you, Item X has been extremely on edge. Just too much interference with our plans. First thought was to hunt you down personally. She decided against it. Make sure to keep pests locked up. Make sure powerful triggers are contained. If it were up to me, I'd get rid of you right now. If you weren't such an annoyance, all of our plans have been completed as of now. But you know that whole thing. I have no idea what happened at HQ when Madam X found out Melia had died. I've never been one to feel fear. Or that day, we lost a lot of good. Is that all you do? Listen? Can't you talk? Well, we are a silent protagonist. Only your friend Aelita is quiet as you. Maybe she would be in a better spot if she had just behaved herself. Wonder if you'd be able to stay awake longer than her, after being blasted with electricity. Oh, finally. Is that what it took to get an inch of emotion out of you? That's right. We gave her a little bit of shock therapy. Nothing too major. You should leave now. You're brought back here by the guards. It won't be pretty. It looks like we got off easy there. So how about we push our luck and we go find the rest of the crew and see what they have to say. So down here, and all the way up here, should be the crew. Yikes. You don't look so good. Is the Warren rough on you? You know, if I say scatter, that means scatter. You can't just stand around waiting to get caught. That's how people go to jail, yo. This wouldn't have happened if you didn't pull out the antenna in the first place. Yeah, well, it's been replaced by now, so that's that. Least you could do is apologize to them. Maybe later. I'm working on something right now. Yeah, what have you been messing around with for the past hour? Details for my next invention. Not sure on the name, but I want Rose to be in the name. I could build this thing to get us out of here. It's probably not a possibility. Anyway, I'm curious. What did the warden tell you? Aelita's being tortured by Naveed? Al, I don't feel so good all of a sudden. Yeah, me too, honestly. Waiting for an opportunity to strike just isn't in the cards anymore. I think we should actively start trying to find a way out of here. I've been trying to say this for days. You two were so set on waiting around. I told you all this place gave me a bad feeling. Now someone's suffering. What would Aelita do to get herself in this much trouble? Told her to behave. As if you're to tell anyone not to act stupid. You act stupid all the time, but you don't hear me complaining. Well, we've been all around the castle. We haven't seen her anywhere. Perhaps some of the people around the castle may know something. Maybe we should talk to some of the people in the quarry. Sounds like a good idea to me. We should be careful though. We're gym leaders. After that antenna stunt, we're probably on the watch list. Let's try to do this in a way where we won't all be sent into torturing as well. Fine. Yes, ma'am. And so they'll scatter. So the easiest way to do this, or the only way rather, is to head back off to the quarry and just talk to people. So the first person we can talk to is all the way up here. I seen anyone with purple hair recently? Yeah, actually. She was on her way to the warden's office. I waited to see what happened because I was curious, but she never came out. That's the first person we can talk to, and the second person is all the way down here. Huh? Girl named Aelita. You mean that girl with the purple hair? Yeah, I saw her pretty recently, actually. She might be in some sort of trouble. Warden was dragging her by her ponytail. Later, I saw the bow she had in her hair. Its hand. Why isn't anyone coming to rescue us? Hasn't anyone noticed? Afraid not. And those are the only people we have to talk to before we can come down here and talk to Valerie. Did you happen to figure out anything useful? Someone told you she went into the warden's room and never came out. Someone contradicted that by saying they saw Aelita being dragged down some stairs? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Aelita has to be in some secret area somewhere in the castle. That being the case, not much we can do for her. But we'll definitely rescue her when the time comes. Don't you worry. We should group back up with others, though. The day's about to be over. And unfortunately, we should. We have no choice, do we? So we're going to go ahead and make our way back here and talk to them here. Saki, we're not going to stay up longer than we have to. But Val, I'm gonna go to bed yet. Still so much to do. I mean, sleeping is for people who don't know what to do with themselves. He's saying that when you need your strength to fight back. Being far too reasonable right now, Val. It's making me sick. Just have a snowball fight or something? I really don't want to go. Saki, why can't you just... Please. I need one. Unauthorized person discovered in main castle area. Sending guard to this location at this moment. What are you doing here? What's your name? I can't. Just need help right now. Alright. Take you to the warden. Have him interrogate you. What's up with that? No idea. Officers told me we're on a ship that crashed on its way to Neverwinter City. That's correct. You said you've been swimming for an hour's worth? Yes. You expect me to believe that you've been swimming in frigid waters for an hour's worth? I didn't do it alone. Pokémon helped me to get where I am now. Even my Pokémon could not handle frigid waters for a long period of time. I see. But whatever. It doesn't matter much anyway. Fortunately, I've seen far too much. I can't just let you go. Guards, lock her up with the rest. Wait, before you decide to lock me up, please consider this offer. I would like to help you with whatever it is you're doing here. What? Why should I consider such a ludicrous idea? I heard one of the guards say this place was becoming more difficult to handle with each new resident. Yes? What of it? Don't deny it. I have the guards to tend to rowdy prisoners. Why would I need a girl like you? I can assure you, that I am far stronger than any lowly guard you hired here. Are you now? Can you face the cruel nature this place has? I couldn't care less about whatever it is that's going on. This whole prison scene you have, who cares about it? I'll have you know, I was only headed to Neverwinter because I needed work. Provide me with food and a warm bed, I'll be your personal assistant. Suppose you don't even really have anything to do with this. Fine, have it your way. But know this, you are not better than anyone imprisoned here. You simply have a small advantage over the rest. One misstep, and I'll have you locked up like the rest. Understood. Kindness is appreciated. So here's your first assignment. You there. Watch. Come, puppet. Master Naveed has asked me to bring this girl to you as a reminder. After her thorough rehabilitation, she has learned to speak only when spoken to. Or perhaps she's lost the will to speak at all? Nevertheless, this is the punishment given to those who refuse to adhere to Naveed's commands. Say hello to your old comrade, puppet. Unfortunately for her, and for us, she still needs a bit more work. We'll break through her pretty quickly, I presume. Anyway, I was also here to give you your first order of business. You're on floor duty in the west wing of Blacksteeple field. This moment on, passing through the right checkpoint will either result in warning or corporal punishment. Please be intelligent with your choices. That's all for now, puppet. Let us return. As for you, Miss Blakery, you'll be in charge of looking after them. After their recent incident with the antenna, Naveed has to be very cautious with them. You understand? Sure. Open the cells. Oh gosh, this is super bad-tastic. You saw her, right? We have to free her ASAP. You should visit the library on the second floor. One of the bookshelves, the book, the purple cover. Read it. That's all I'm going to say. After that, come to Blacksteeple Fields. Don't find me out in the open. You have a brain, right? Aren't like Adam. You can figure this out. And hopefully we can figure it out. So, let's be on our way to the library. We'll have a little cutscene right here. I did what you asked me to. Well, of course you did. So why her? Why is that girl so special? What exactly do you mean? Aelita, point in torturing her. Oh, that. Her father was a traitor. He deserves it. Are you that cold-hearted? I am when I have to be. I don't enjoy torturing people. Teenagers for that matter. Do you think I enjoy her pain? Sure seems like it. Well, I don't. Torturing isn't me. What Nastasia says goes. Why torture her and not her father? Her father has been dead for ages. Is that so? How would you feel if I tortured your daughter if someone told me to? I don't hate her, but whatever my boss says goes. Watch it, girl. I enjoy your presence. Don't speak out of line. My apologies. I just meant... I know what you meant. To answer your question, I'd kill you slow. So if you understand the love a father has for his daughter, why? The whole reason I'm here is because I love my daughter. I joined this team because of her. Confused. Why would you? My answer stopped there. Fair enough. One last thing though. Why are you just disabling the signal on their Pokeballs? Wouldn't it make more sense to confiscate them? Curious little lass, eh? They still have their Pokemon because Madam X wants it that way. Technology can fail, you know. The moment that signal goes out, it's game over for this place. Correct. But it doesn't matter if this place ends in a riot or not. Don't get me wrong. We're trying to prevent that at all cost. However, if it comes to it, let it happen and fight back. What kind of place are you running here? Never heard of a riot at a prison being okay. There are just some things you simply just don't understand. Those things you aren't meant to understand. Fine, I'll humor you. What happens when a riot breaks out? You'll get hurt. Yes, you'll indeed become injured. It goes far and beyond that though. So you want your prisoners to die? Whether or not they do or don't is irrelevant. Don't understand. Like I said, aren't meant to understand. Anyways, you've done well, girl. I don't need you for a while. You're free to do whatever you please until further notice. Too kind, sir. I shall be in the West Wing then. Get to it. And with that, we're free to move on into the library here. And if we make our way all the way down here, bookcase right next to the stairs on the right side, found the book with the purple cover Saki mentioned earlier. Read it. They say that there's one thing you must do when the bane of disaster and misfortune arrives. You must walk past it and hide yourself underneath the bridge of... Only then shroud yourself from the eyes of the shadow. Seems to fiddle. So with this, we'll go ahead and go to the left this time, because we're actually allowed to go here now. And out here, go find the Absol statue. Shadows that shade the earth shall be known in the... One of raw evil, one of obsession, one of betrayal, greed. These four shall see the world be lost. And from here, we want to go up against this wall and move all the way here. Oh my god, finally. I'm impressed you were able to solve that little riddle I came up with in 5 minutes. Sorry, I couldn't risk talking about this place out in the open. This place is completely secret. Not even the warden knows about this hidden grove. We're also in a blind spot from all points of the castle, so we can do whatever we want. And as you can plainly see, there are no antennas back in this corner. Be able to safely use any of your Pokemon while back here. Gosh, are you looking at me like that? So menacing. Is it because we acted all coy about not being able to use our Pokeballs properly? Alright, fine. You got me. I actually knew all that beforehand. But we didn't want to just hand you all that information right off the bat. Could have been a creepy spy stalker or something. What would have happened? All our secrets. Bad things would happen, that's what. You better forgive us. Anyway, Valerie and Adam both have mining duty. Corey, it's just us. Someone I want to introduce you to. Sure you'll love him. Well, that's who I wanted you to meet, but it looks like we spooked them. Guess we better go see who it is, and if you check your party, or the menu, you can actually access your Pokemon again. Also, you can find a ton of different Pokemon out here, so if you want, you might want to go on a catching spree if you have Pokeballs for it. Might. That was so embarrassing, Saki. I didn't need anyone else to see me like that. Sorry, but we were sort of in a rush. Don't lie to me, Saki. I saw you standing outside for a long time. Just didn't expect someone other than you or the others to show up when they did. Just relax a little. Jeez. You're a Pokemon. It's cute. Anyway, introduce you to my friend. They're a part of our group now. This is Braixen. Get permission from the others to do this. You know, it's not easy to find this place. A little courtesy would do you wonders, girl. Yeah, that's Valerie and Adam already. You stop worrying. And why are they staring at me like that? There's something on my face. I just don't think they're used to seeing a Pokemon talk at all. Are you impressed? Built that cool translator for Braixen a while back. Anyway, you may be wondering why Braixen is back here all by herself. Well, that's because Braixen was abducted with us back in Akua Town. Saki, I think they got that part. I'm getting there, silly. Braixen actually isn't owned by anyone. We have a Pokeball for her, so that she can't be captured. Valerie returned Braixen to her Pokeball right before they got us. They caught Braixen as she was. We don't know what would have happened. Actually, I found this place while on duty in Blacksteeple Field. No, Braixen prefers to be outside of her Pokeball, so we put her back here to hide. It was an appreciated effort. May as well be trapped when I'm back here. Well, at least the snow feels good on my feet. And I know what you might be thinking. Oh, wait! I know! If we can use our Pokemon back here, why not send them out here and bring them back to the castle? People who go into situations guns blazing usually just die in the end because they're not prepared. We all came to a unanimous decision to hold off any retaliation. We know we can pull it off perfectly. We're going to need the help of every trainer on this island. Val, Adam, and I may be gym leaders, but that's just a stupid title we hold. We could all be shut down just as easily as anyone else on this island. Deal? Also remember the unanimous agreement we had to keep this place secret. Braixen! Trust them! Wasn't that sure either at first. I'm still not exactly sure. But Valerie trusts them, so I do too. Oh, alright. Valerie trusts you, then I guess I can as well. Guess this means I can tell you about what I found while back here. Huh? You found something? Yes. I was walking between the trees, trying to find anything useful. I came across seemed to be another castle. There's another castle on the island? Would that be the case? I don't know. It was almost identical to Blacksteeple. there were a few differences. That's something I couldn't exactly confirm. That's not all. The castle was blocked off by a barrier. Barrier? Yes, I wasn't certain myself, but then the warden walked towards it. Reached it himself. I don't know why there was a barrier there, or why there was even a castle to begin with. But it definitely exists, and I'm not sure I like it. It gave me a terrible feeling. It's really weird. I don't think I've seen any way we could reach it by foot. That's weird though. I thought the warden owned this place. He can't enter his own property? Ah, shit. We've been gone for far too long. Like they're looking for us. We gotta go now, Breakson. We'll visit again soon. Toodles. It's kind of weird that there's a shack back here. It's just sort of here. It's fine with me though. So anyways, while you're back here, like I said earlier, you can run around in the grass and catch different Pokemon. And because of this, you can either heal up or you can access your PC if you need to. So if you want to do a little bit of last minute training or catching, go ahead. It could be worth it. But with that, I think I might just end it here. I know the majority of this part has been nothing but story, and the next part is going to be even more story. But it's all good. We're gonna get to some really amazing battles soon enough. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I helped. And I will catch you on the next one. Peace.